So you want to make money at the stock market? Oh, hello there. Nice of you to click this video. I see you're one of those people where their personality matrix allows them to take extreme unnecessary risk. And you want to see if that risk makes you money. Unfortunately for you, piracy isn't available right now. So let's see if these maximum risk strategies might make you rich beyond your dreams. By the smart investor, options are used to hedge against risk and volatility of the market. Given that you're not that type of investor, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume that your personal risk tolerance is on par with a Somali pirate attempting to hijack a US aircraft carrier. I can't preface this enough. Please, and I mean please, don't do anything I'm about to mention in this video. With my legal liabilities out the way though, here's how you can lose the most amount of money in the most violent way possible in the least amount of time. And if you're that one lucky monkey on the complete edge of the Plinko board, you might make some huge sums of money. The zero DTE option. The tool that is more responsible for retail losses than the Great Depression. Probably. In recent times, zero DTE volume has skyrocketed, and thanks to million degenerates now account for nearly half of the total volume of options traded. A couple of reasons for its explosive popularity includes the price of the option being so cheap, allowing it to be accessible to a lot of traders, as well as the inherent leverage it provides. Let me show you an example. We have a stock called Rope, ticker RPE. RPE is currently trading at $100, and we choose to buy calls. We want calls expiring on the same day with a strike price of $100. This means that the option is at the money. Since the option cost is $1, in total we would be out of pocket $100. Let me quickly explain what an option is. Options are contracts that give the right to trade 100 shares of the underlying asset, not the obligation. Pay something called a premium. This is the option's price. You pick an expiration date, and this is the day the option will expire and be exercised. Being exercised means that those shares that you are trading are being assigned to you. An option being in the money means that the option can be exercised and those shares assigned to you profitably. Being out the money means that the option will expire worthless. In our scenario, the option's expiration date is at the end of the day, hence the name 0 day till expiration. Let's get back to the video. At the start of the day, some good news comes out. 9 Wall Street bets degenerates imploded their portfolios after buying zero DTE calls on Tesla, and Muskrat choosing to tweet this.
Lol, why is Tesla so bad? Lol, ticker go down please.
They increased the revenue of Rope, causing the stock price to increase by $1. Since we're trading at the money options, delta is about 0.5, meaning every dollar the stock increases, our options increase with 0.5. What this does is that it immediately gives us a profit of $50, as we can now sell our options for $1.5 each. Netting us a profit of, $50. But can we go riskier? Stupid question. Of course we can. Instead of trading the option at the money, we go deep. And I mean deep out the money. Let me show you some math. Alright, and trust me, it's going to be worth it. To calculate what type of leverage we get with options, we use this formula. Take your underlying asset's price, multiply it by the option's delta, don't worry about that. Out the money options have no intrinsic value. In essence, if exercised, it can't be sold for a profit. And in the rational market that we're currently in, why would anyone buy such a thing? Well, out the money options hold value based on their potential to turn profitable before their expiration date. And we use this to maximize the amount of leverage we can get. The best way to make this formula return a bigger number, ooga booga, is to minimize the option price. And the best way to do that is to just go further and further out the money. Yeah, all this sounds good, but can we go riskier? Silly you. Of course we can. Okay. Hello there. You've already learned how to create infinite sums of money using 0 day to expiration out the money call options. But I want to ask you a question. Given that the market is completely rational and that every option is priced in exactly where it should be, why should you even buy them? We are rational investors. So why should we go ahead and give somebody else the premium? Let's sell these calls. Let's sell the puts as well. And how would that look? How much money can we potentially make? So, what's a naked call option? Well, to sell an option, usually that means we need 100 shares of the underlying asset. But in our case, we don't have that, so we don't give a shit. We just want the money, so we write the contract. We can go back to Rope as an example. Rope is trading at $100, and we think it will stay the same or go lower. So we write the options contract with a strike price of $105. As long as the price stays below our strike price, we will be collecting a nice little premium of $500. That's the difference between our strike price and the current value. So wonderful, right? As long as the price stays below, we'll be all good and dandy. But what happens if it goes above? Hello class, what would happen if the underlying shot passed our strike price? Well, let's say the underlying price went to 150. When the option gets exercised, we're forced to buy 100 shares at 150 and immediately sell them to the holder of the options contract for 105, losing us, well, $4,500. This strategy is commonly known as picking pennies in front of a steamroller, and I'm not going to talk more about it, just don't do this. If you don't already own one, go to your nearest zoo and steal one. This monkey is going to be your advisor. Give him a list of random stocks, and whatever he throws his shit on will be the stock you buy deep out the money calls on. Sit tight and wait it out, because you'll soon be able to afford the minimum monthly payment on your margin call from the old broker. The funny thing about this is that many moons ago, you could viably do this, as stocks only go up, was as much of a joke as it was a reality. This strategy requires you to liquidate your 401k, your Roth IRA, and any other assets you have. Kids' college fund? Liquidate. Your grandmother's ring? Liquidate. Scrap aluminum lying around? Believe it or not, liquidate. Once you have cash in hand, you walk into the nearest casino and head over to the roulette table. A quick tip, pick the table with only 1 0 on it. Will give us better odds of the strategy working. Put all your money on red. In stock market terms, this is like buying the right stock at the right time. Then let it spin.